Hey man, say man, you gotta do what? Get them out your way, fam. Man, y'all know who it is, man. It's your man, Wolfman, back at it like a crack addict laid out on what? A craftmatic with what? A bad habit, man. Man, y'all already know what it is, man. Hey man, it's like 5, maybe like like 6 o'clock or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just up, you know what I'm saying? And I just decided to like get some stuff off my heart, you know what I'm saying? For artists, you know what I mean, independent artists, you know what I mean. Give them some information because I had some things on my heart for a couple of days, and I been writing down a few things, and I decided that I just wanted to share, what I've experienced as an independent artist with other people, and maybe they had some of the same experiences, and go in the comment section and let me know, you know what I'm saying. Share your experiences as an independent artist. I've been around a while. I've been around hip hop all my life, been entrenched in it. I've always been, an MC, started off in battling and rhyming and stuff like that, and again got into production and engineering and stuff like that. And, I've been around a few people, I don't like to put out there too many names and all of that stuff, but if you know, you know. If you know me, you know. But if you don't, and that's cool, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of unsung heroes out there. So, but like I said, I came up with a few things that I feel like that'll be interesting to talk about as far as independent artists, towards independent artists, and for independent artists, and what I have experienced as an independent artist coming up. I just recently, I was part of a group before. It was called the Illuminati, and we was based out of North New Jersey, and then we ended up splitting, and then I ended up doing my own thing, and I ended up getting my own company. And once I got my own, got my own thing going on, I started realizing music was a lot. There was a lot more to it than just doing the music. Because once you start realizing that it's a business and it's not just about the music, you start looking at it differently. But then when you start getting into the money part of it, the aspect of it, you start realizing how drowned out the actual authenticity of the music is. And then you kind of draw back from the money because it kind of people do certain things for money, and it kind of mess up the authenticity of things and the originality of things and the feel of things because people doing it for money and not actually doing it because it feel good. You know what I mean? And that's what we don't want. And I just wanted to share my experiences and just be able to give y'all some tools, and maybe y'all give me some tools because we all learning. We each one teach one. We all here to learn. I don't have all the answers, and I'm not pretending like I do. You know what I mean? But I'm just giving my experiences, and I just want to share this with y'all. And I hope that y'all come through again because I probably do a part 2 to this as well, because I feel like this is some stuff that really need to be talked about for real, and I think that that we'll really do well with these subjects. My first one that I put up here, and there's no numerological order, no particular order. I just wrote it down as it came. Research is key. Gathering from different resources. A lot of us get caught up in the internet and looking at information, and as me becoming an independent artist, I didn't know anything about engineering. So I had to totally going from knowing zero about engineering to having to go onto YouTube. And what happened was I got drowned out in the YouTube algorithm, because after you start looking at 1 or 2 videos, they start giving you more videos, and then you start getting all of these different pointers from different people, and it don't apply to what you're doing. So what I would say is, if you do, just find yourself a certain group of people that you might trust and what you're trying to look for, and look at those people, and if they guide you towards other people, then that's how you gather your information. Because I didn't learn how to do EQing from one particular person. I had to go through several different channels to learn how to do EQ and how to compress. And then when I got down to the nitty gritty, because everybody gonna give you their own opinion on what they think is the best, but then it's gonna be people that's gonna be able to break it down to you to the point where you're gonna be able to explain it. But you have to do the research. Number two, don't get caught up in trying to do everything at once. Learn one thing at a time. You know what I'm saying? If you want to be a producer, be a producer. If you are artist, be an artist. If you are an artist trying to be an engineer, do that. Because a lot of artists have to be engineers if they want to be independent. You know what I'm saying? Learn one thing at a time. Learn how to do one thing at a time. Apply it and take your time with putting out music. Putting out music shouldn't be a rush. You shouldn't have to rush to put out music. You know what I'm saying? Take your time, learn your craft, because you don't want to put out trash music. Because once you put out trash music, that right there is going to be the stain that people always going to remember you by. They say first impression is the last impression. Sometimes, but you want your first impression to be a lasting one. You want it to make it good. You know what I'm saying? So don't get caught up in doing everything at once. Learn everything that you can, piece by piece. Remember, the key is, the name of the game is patience. Because no matter how you go, if you go fast and try to get there, or if you take your time and gain some patience and you gain some knowledge along the way, then you won't make as many mistakes. Because a lot of times in this game, as far as music, we make mistakes as far as sound. We make mistakes as far as business. We make mistakes as far as company. You know, so we have to be understanding that we can't do everything at once, because we need to see what we need to see, what's in front of us. All right. So be able to focus and not worry about promoting your song, getting your song on YouTube when you just starting out. The first thing you need to do is get your music together and get it sounding professional. That's what you need to do, right? Number 3, don't get caught up in all the fluff of the internet, right? You might see artists and other local artists and other people busting moves and doing moves. Okay, you got to understand, if you are an independent artist, or you a true independent artist, right? We're going to say a true independent artist, right? A real doer, right? When you're doing everything on your own, I'm talking about you're going, I mean, you might grab some beats offline, or might buy some beats, or you might even do your own beats, but you're doing your own, making your own rhymes, you mixing and mastering, you promoting and pushing, you know what I'm saying? And doing all of that on your own. You're doing all of that on your own. But then these other artists that might be coming around you, they might mess around here and they might be booming online. They might be having a whole thing going on, but you got to understand, a lot of these people have people that's helping them. If you are a true independent artist, you got to understand, you got to be in it for the long haul. This is not the short game, because you got to understand, everything that goes on falls into your hands. You the one that's shooting the videos. You the one that's making the music. You the one that's writing the songs. You the one that's promoting and pushing this. You know what I'm saying? You the ones that's doing the uploading and the information, putting in and everything. You the one that's doing it. So since you're the one that's doing it, you have to understand that your journey is going to be a little bit more longer than a person that got a producer, in-house producer that's helping them. They got a team. You know, if you're starting from ground zero, more than likely you don't have a strong team. You don't have a strong support team, as far as a strong family member support team or a strong neighborhood support team. Sometimes, you know, you find more support from the outside than you do the inside. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how it is. But we'll get into that later. Number 4. And this is really, really important to a lot of artists, because a lot of artists run across this gentleman. And I respect this guy. You know, I like his music. But I believe that the information that he gave a lot of artists, especially like myself, and I followed this method. And the only reason why I say this method does not work, especially for upcoming artists, if you don't have everything and all the tools you need, far as being able to know how to mix and master your songs to make them sound good. If you don't have that already underneath your belt, this method is not going to work for you. It's no good. Do not do it. Don't try it. Even if you do have that knowledge underneath your belt, you don't want to burn yourself out to the point where you become tired of doing music because you're doing this method, which is called the rust method. The rust method of a song a week for upcoming artists is no good. Okay? Do not put out a song a week, because what you would end up doing is you would end up start having quantity over quality, and you will start compromising your quality to meet up with the quantity that you're trying to push out, because you're not going to be able to keep up with the quality, because the only thing that you're going to be able to do is just keep pushing out this music, this same old sound, because it's going to become an assembly. You know, you want to be able to take your time, because each song is intimate. You might take 2 weeks to take out and put out this song, and you might take a month to put out the next song. But you want them to be quality songs, and you want them to have quality. You want them to have substance. You don't want to be messing around here using the Rust method and messing around, and then you going out there and you putting out a song a week, and then you mess around here and then you burn yourself totally out of being able to even produce any good music, because you done burnt yourself out from doing good music, because you done so much music within a year's time. By the time the next year come up, by the time you burn yourself out from doing songs, you don't even want to promote your music no more, because you're so busy trying to put the next song out the next week. Don't forget, you still have a thing called marketing and promotion that you have to do for these songs. Now, it's okay if you put your songs out first, your quality songs out first, build yourself a catalog, and then start marketing and promoting. That's a great way to do it. Make sure your catalog is deep first, and then make sure the songs in your catalog is deep, because you know you took your time with it, and then go out there and market and promote. But my question is, how you going to find time as an independent artist to make songs, make beats, write rhymes, do mix and master songs, and then after that, go out there, mix, master, do all of that, then promote on top of that, and on top of that, you got to worry about putting out another song next week. Crazy, right? For independent new upcoming artists. Maybe not for veteran artists. I'm not talking to the veteran artists. The veteran artists, you probably looking at me like, oh, a song a week? I do a song every hour. We're not talking to you. We're not talking to you. So get out my comments, you heard? We're not talking to you. We're talking to the person that just came in here that don't know nothing. That don't know nothing. That don't know nothing about the game. That don't know nothing about this. And they watching the internet and they believing what the internet telling them. I'm telling you, don't believe everything that the internet telling you. Take out the meat, spit out the bones, and bury it. You heard? So now, number 5, right? And this is the most important one, I think. Expect no support. Okay? Don't be expecting people to help you out on your dreams and your journey. Your dreams and your journey is your dreams and your journey. Just because you decided to become a rapper or an engineer, your peoples don't have to. They're not obligated to support you, and they're not going to. If you do have a support channel, guess what? God bless you. You are like 1 in a trillion people. 1 in a trillion artists, because if anybody would tell you, if you are an artist, everybody know most artists are lonely. Okay? Most upcoming artists don't come into the game with a strong fan base. They don't come into the game with 100 million, 100,000 people and all of this stuff, that and other. They come into it with a dream and a talent and a hope that people will appreciate their work. But don't expect no support from your family, from your friends, from your closest compadres, from your gang, from your squad, from anybody from your crew. Don't be expecting nothing. You understand what I'm saying? Don't expect no support. And if you do have support, real talk, you have to understand that it's jealousy around here. So be careful of the jealousy as well. Because there's people out here that don't want to see you doing well. They just around to see you fail. You dig what I'm saying? Take the knowledge, take the game. You know what I'm saying? Number 6. Right? We're going to go to number 6. Connecting with other artists is not as easy or as glamorous as it looks and sounds. A lot of other artists, this goes back to what I was saying. You reach out to artists, especially artists that don't say they underground artists. They don't really have a buzz, but they try to act. It's this bravado and this ego about being a rapper and you making songs. I don't know what it's about, but if you're not really like that and you're not on the come up, or if somebody on the come up like if we all underground, we ain't on no mainstream. And even if I am, I'm not that commercial. You know what I'm saying? If you want to do a song, let's rock. You know what I mean? If you want to do something, let's do what we going to do and let's make it happen. And let's make it happen. You know what I'm saying? That right there is just something that we need to do more as underground artists. We need to connect more and put the ego out the way so that we can start making better music and greater music together. Because I believe that music has become impersonal nowadays. People just sending, MP3s and wave files and stuff like that. You don't have that impersonal in studio, and what I'm saying, that balance in the studio where you have that interaction between people where artists and the people are connecting together, and they're coming in and saying, yo, look at us, we're doing this together and we're making dope music. That right there don't really happen too often, and that's what I think that we need to get back to, is making really, really dope sounding music together. You know what I'm saying? And but nowadays it's kind of hard because you got all of this backdoor energy. You got all of this ego energy. I'm the best artist. I'm the bigger artist. I'ma do me. I don't need nobody. It's a whole lot of craziness that just, that just need to stop. Connect with who you need to connect with. Collab with who you need to collab with. Whoever you don't rock with or don't rock with you, don't worry about it. If you got to do it on your own, just do it on your own and make great music. And guess what? Your crowd will find you. You know what I'm saying? Your crowd will find you for sure. Number 7, right? Social media does not affect real life. Social media does not affect real life. I want to bring that up to an importance. Social media does not affect real life. Yo, you can have 20,000 people following you online, right? And you couldn't get per person to give you $20. You couldn't get them person to give you $20 on the street if you were poor. Look, just because you got 400 followers on Instagram do not mean that you're not an effective person in real life, or an infectious, in a good way, person in real life. Like I tell people, I'm dope in real life. You dig? Do not try to make it seem like because a person might only have 100 and something subscribers on YouTube, or 50 something subscribers on YouTube, or 500 or 200 or 300 followers on Instagram, that this person is a lame because you only got 200, 300 people following you. No, that does not make you a lame. That just makes you not a person of social media. That's all. Like me, I'm not a person of social media. I don't be up there for the clout, and I don't be up there. I really don't even promote my music like that, because I just love just making music. I just make music just to make it. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to be like the next big rap star, trying to be the best, this, that, and another. I just want people to know that, yo, Wolf came through here and he put his paintbrush on hip hop. You know what I'm saying? This is a cultural thing to me. This is not about the money. This is a cultural thing. You know what I'm saying? This is something that's way different than a lot of people. A lot of people doing it for monetization. I'm doing it because it's a movement. You know what I'm saying? I'm there for the movement. I know the culture of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? There's a difference in when people that was actually in the culture, born in the culture, when the culture was the culture. We talking about the culture for real. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us don't do it for the money. We do it for the love. I do it for the love. My home is taken care of. You feel what I'm saying? My studio is taken care of. You know what I'm saying? My food is taken care of. You know what I mean? I don't need to use my music to pay for my amenities and my living. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to use that to pay for that. I do the music because I love it. You know what I'm saying? My kids is taken care of. You know what I mean? So I don't use the music to do that. I use the music as therapy, and I also use the music to be able to share with other people so that they be able to feel what I'm coming from and understand what I've seen and things that I've experienced from my eyes. So I'm just giving the people who are looking to what I've experienced. And that's the reason why I say that, look, my story is a lot doper in real life than what you will look at on social media and look at and say, hey, man, woo woo. But social media only gonna tell but so much of a story of a person. Read the book. You know what I'm saying? Number 8, build with the one or two or even just you. You don't need a whole gang of people to do what you need to have done. You only need a few good men to win, or women to win. You don't need a whole gang of people to win to do what you need to do, G. Do what you need to do and get it popping. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I had a woman come to me and motivated me to be able to get my own studio when she just threw the knowledge out there and said, yo, you know, you could get your own studio. You got to realize I come from an era where a microphone was 10 grand. An interface was 50 grand. It was nowhere in the world in my time, in my era, that you could really go out there and afford that type of equipment to be able to do these switchboards and, you know what I mean, electricity bill crazy out the roof. You know what I mean? It wasn't no way that you was able to afford that in our time. You know what I'm saying? But now, you know what I mean? Shorty was like, yeah, go get that. Come on, let's go rock out. Boom, boom, your computer, whatever. Make sure you find out everything that you need to get so that you'll be able to have an efficient studio, your computer, your interfaces, your microphones. You know what I mean? What you're going to need. Shoot, even if you got a budget and you got to start cheap and get some stuff off Temu, shoot, do what you do. Do it. Hey, get yourself an interface and a microphone on Temu and start there if you got to. You know what I'm saying? Yo, man, guess what? A cold start is better than no start. You dig what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I was just 8 joints right there. You know what I'm saying? And I'm probably gonna come back, like I said, with a part 2 of this joint. So, yo, man, y'all be checking out for me, man, and y'all be looking out for me, man. And I'm gonna hit y'all with some more information. I hope y'all like this, man, and I hope y'all appreciate this, man, because I'll be coming at y'all again and again. Peace.